Hello Internet, hello and welcome to the Dota 2 patch overview video for the 26th of July 2013. Sorry for being a little bit late, but I just didn't have the time, so, well, here you go. This week's patch will not cover a whole lot, but there's still a lot to talk about. First of all, we've got some news on techies, some news on custom maps, then we have got some updates on the Compendium, a new Beastmaster's portrait, we finally got the 5 Immortal Compendium items, and then the most ridiculous amounts of cosmetics I have ever seen, also known as the Hattening. First things first, we got a new Beastmaster portrait. Yet again, they made him look more angry, which, well, I've given up at this point. They apparently want their heroes to be angry, so whatever the hell do I care. Then we've got some updates on the Compendium Fantasy Challenge. This essentially just includes more info on the challenge. That's really all there is to it. But something nice is that it's now more obvious which players do have which role. Then we've got Mammoth food, Mammoth bait, I guess. You can get a Mammoth for your Greeble, which I think that's actually kind of cute. And I like it when he flies, he's got like these ears. Isn't that cute? Oh, I like that. And then we've got a Chocobo flute, or well, bird flute, I suppose. Apparently it's supposed to be a bird, but people, that's a Chocobo. That's a Chocobo. You ain't convincing me otherwise. That's a Chocobo. I'm not arguing about that one. That's a fucking Chocobo. I know a Chocobo when I see one. They also made some changes to the loadout menu, and it now looks, I don't know, just better, really. That's just my opinion, but I really like the look of it. I think they increased the portrait size, which is always nice, of course. But in the end, I just think this gives it a much more professional look, and I like this. I do. This is great. They also added a swap teams button to private lobbies, which I like that. That's cool, just something that, I don't know. I don't think it's that useful. Actually, I might use it in in-house games. Well, it's cool, right? It's nice that it's there, but it doesn't really make a big difference. Now, something you may have noticed is that they also added a new background to the game altogether. It's green now, just in style of the International 3. So that's kind of nice. You can already have this if you just type in line international into your launch options, in case you want it. In case you're curious, right? And I guess I'm gonna have to change my nice little background to green, don't I? Oh well. We also got some updates to the last hit challenge, which now instead of using arrows to indicate whenever you can last hit a creep, it just shows you like a nice glowy HP bar, which, yeah, that's cool, I suppose. I guess so. I think that's nice. And then we also got a percentage based like last hit rate indicated in the last hit challenge. And well, people, ladies and gentlemen, techies has been confirmed. So, oh no, I hate this, but well, I guess you're excited about it. I hope you're going to enjoy suffering while playing against the hero. Talking about things to come, we got some very strong rumors going around that we will see custom maps in Dota 2. We don't know when they are going to come, but we expect them to come eventually, which is just absolutely brilliant. I love custom maps, like I was huge into that back in Warcraft 3, and I just want Pimp My Peon. Can we have Pimp My Peon, please? That's all I want. All I want, please. That was like my favorite map. And some TDs, that would be nice. But Pimp My Peon, please, please. Footman Soldier was also kind of fun, but Pimp My Peon. They also changed the loading screen to, well, the new green style, which I guess that's cool. And last but not least, if you are spectating a game, you can now hover over wards and you will see the range of those wards, which I guess that's nice. But, well, here we go with the cosmetics. Since we were promised a new Immortal item once we reached the 6th stretch goal of the Compendium, which we managed to do, Valve had to put out some new Immortal items. Now, the thing about those items though is that they handled it in a very poor way, which I do not like at all. And let me tell you what's the problem here. The problem is that each and every player only gets 1 out of 5 of those items, and that is determined by a random chance. Now, this is not bad in of itself, but the problem is that these items are not worth the same amount. As much as you want to believe that each and every item does have the same value, that's not actually true. Because even though all of them are equally rare, there's a higher demand for the Kunka and the Patch items, as those are just much more popular heroes. And not only that, but both of those items also change animations on those heroes significantly, and it's just much better than the other ones. But with the Lone Druid, if you go into the true form, you don't even get any benefit from your Immortal item whatsoever. Honestly, it's just really bad. It's not equal. The Kunkka sword and the Lone Druid pot are not equal, even though they are in fact of the same rarity. The Kunkka sword is worth much more, and because of that, the whole everybody gets an Immortal item thing has been turned into a gamble. Because everybody wants the Kunkka sword, and everybody wants the Patch hook. And well, I guess the Vengeful Spirit Blade thing is also nice, because she got some nice animation changes. But if you get the Lone Druid pot, or if you get the Abaddon Mace, you just kind of lose. And you shouldn't be able to lose while getting something that everybody has been promised to be the same. Now the problem that arises is, how do we revert that mistake? And I think it's too late to just give everybody everything. I don't think that's an option. I personally think the only way to go about fixing this is if they create a new wave of Immortal items, and all of those new Immortal items are equal and everybody gets the same ones. And it shouldn't be just one Immortal item, like maybe 3. So they make up for their mistake for all of those pot pickers, I guess. I got lucky. I got a Kunkka sword, and I got even more lucky because I got a friend and he got a Patch hook, and he doesn't like Patch, so he gave me his hook. But others didn't get that lucky, and it sucks for them, and it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. Now next up is the Hattening, and I want to talk about that too. But in the background you're gonna see all of the new cosmetics they added into the game. Now, I'm not going to address those unless I think there's something worthy of addressing, otherwise I'm just gonna keep on talking about the Hattening. Most of you know that I do have a strong Heroes of New Earth background. I used to love that game to death. It was my favorite game. I played it so much, you can't believe it. I played it since the very early beta, and I kept on playing it for 3.5 years. I don't play it anymore, I don't even have it installed on my computer anymore. And that's for multiple reasons. One of those reasons was the way they handled cosmetics in that game. And now, I used to complain about this every single time it happened, and I'm now going to complain about it since Valve has been starting to do the same fucking thing, and I don't like the direction this is going into. Every game has got its own unique art style. While Castle Crashers is very colorful and very cartoonish, we got Dark Souls, which is just a lot of dark colors. Surprise, surprise. And it's very grim, very dark. Now, I think and I believe that if you are going to choose an art style for a game, you stick to that art style. Otherwise, what's the point of having an art style to begin with? Now let's just imagine we took a Castle Crashers character and threw him into Dark Souls. Now I don't know about you, but I wouldn't like that. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't, because I want my Dark Souls to be grim and dark and grey and brown and green and maybe some red in there for blood, but very dark red. That's all I want. I don't want no pink. I don't want no neon yellow or whatever the hell that's going on. I don't want that. Leave those colors out of my game. I also don't want no cartoonish art style in my Dark Souls. No, get that shit out of here. And the same applies to Dota. By the way, this in the background right here, all of the new couriers got that effect, all of the international couriers, so yeah. The international couriers are the ones in the chest. Those that are following now aren't international couriers, those are just the 3 before that. But, let's go back to complaining. I don't want that art style in my Dark Souls. Same goes for Dota 2. I don't want a different art style in my Dota 2. And okay, I am fine with you going down a more abstract route at times. That's cool, right? You want to do something a little bit more absurd, like the guy in the background right here. He's not your standard courier, right? Or this one. I can see this one. Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but it's cool. I don't mind it. It's okay. But I don't fucking want anything that just looks stupid. Okay? I don't want to look into a game and be like, oh no, it's that model, it's that item again. Oh man, I hate looking at that item. By the way, I want that one so bad. Can somebody buy it, please? It's my birthday, please. No, not yet, but in 2 days, please, please, please. I'm just kidding. But I just hate that, okay? A grave mistake Hon used to make, and I guess they still do the same shit today, but they used to implement funny models, or well, that's what I used to call them. And those were just things that didn't fit into the world they tried to create. They tried to make something a little bit more gritty than the other MOBAs. And then they just thought, hey, let's throw a Nyan cat in here. I'm like, no, for fuck's sake, no, get that shit out of my game. I don't want that in here. And it always annoyed me. And now the problem is that they started doing the same shit in Dota. And it's not as obvious in here, right? It's not as bad in here. Because it got a kind of cartoonish art style to begin with. The art style ain't as definite as it was in Horn. And in general, they've got a lot more room to play with. But for God's sake, please do me the favor and don't put that goddamn Kunkka head in the game. Just remove it, please. I'm gonna throw it on the screen right now. The Kunkka head is the single most annoying piece of shit I have seen in this game so far, and I don't want it in this game. That's all. Can we just get rid of that, okay? Just get rid of it. It shouldn't be in here. It's annoying, it's obnoxious, it's just, I don't know. I'm really getting annoyed by the fact that they just implemented it on one head. And it's not really about that one head, okay? I don't care about that one head. I care about the idea of the head. I care about the thought behind the head. And I care that they might just add some more heads like that into the game. I mean, come on, we got one. We broke that barrier already. Might as well put in 50 more. And oh shit, well now we've got every hero with a hat like that. And let me tell you one thing that I don't want. Every hero with a hat like that. I don't want a hat like that in my game. It annoys me. It doesn't fit in. It looks ridiculous. It's just stupid. Every time I'm gonna see that hero, I'm gonna be like, no, fuck that. I don't want that. And that's, I don't know. It annoys me, okay? It annoys me. I might be over-exaggerating right here. I probably am. But I just saw the downfall of a game I loved, and that was a part of it. And I don't want this game to go down the same route. I just don't. Can we please just not do that? Thank you. Anyways, I'm done here for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know if you noticed, but I implemented some of your feedback. I'm always open for that. Like, I really am. Like, if you've got any ideas for the shows, I'm always looking to improve it. And I would be very happy if you could give me some additional feedback, of course. Well, this was a very ranty episode, but whatever, doesn't really matter. So I would appreciate it if you could leave a rating on the video, would be great. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I upload daily Dota 2 content. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video and see you tomorrow. Bye.